Good morning. Good morning. Can y'all hear me? Okay. I couldn't hear I didn't hear the music come in. So I want to say hello to CDP, Darcina Denise. Hey, Dark Empress. It's good to see you. Member, Crazy People, Queen 5050. Good morning. Hey, Ebony Usher, Dark Empress, Pillow Pear, 305 Perfume Puss. It was Charmaine. Dark Empress, Teddy. Um, let me say some things here. Good luck with that. I found out that they called animal control and stuff on Lemon this morning as I was listening at Sundown. Lyric will not be on camera anymore. It's sad when you can't even put your dog on camera. I was telling Lyric to sit. I was telling her to sit. Lord Jesus, so she won't be on camera. It's sad. What's up, baby? What's up, Sparkles? But not only that, now I'm hearing that Queen 88 is pressing charges on audio cassette player. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. But those are not my problems. Those are Beefsector adjacent problems. I don't watch Lemon. I don't know Judge Fifi. I've heard of her. And I only know Queen 88 because we had a few interactions when she was in Vegas. But that's it. So, you all, I don't entertain people I don't know. That is a adjacent problem. If if beef sector OGs get involved with that, that is their issue, not mine. And that's the real. I may be. Boo Boo on the Tower worked really well for me. But so that's what I heard about Lemon. That's what I'm hearing about Audio Pope and all of these storyline grown ass people playing games. Yeah, they can play them. I stick with what I know. I stick with what is light. I stick with those things. All of this stuff. It's not entertainment. It's people trying to destroy people, and I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that at all. So again, I hope Lemon gets through that, but good luck with that. That's beef sector adjacent shit. That's people who are trying to transition into that. And this is why, again, I don't allow everybody on my platform. I don't. Everybody don't have access to me. Period. Yeah, Sheffield. Last night, Castro Cannon came on, and it, and y'all, I could have done the typical thing, and but Castro is angry. He's upset. I think they're trying to. You don't know with these people. You don't know with these people. You don't know if they're playing games or are they upset or because they're trying to still build those channels up. And I wish Castro the best. But as far as I'm concerned, it's entertainment. You can be mad. You can do whatever you want to. It is what it is. You all come on camera. You do the most ridiculous things. You're putting violence and alcoholism and poverty and all on the camera. And you don't think nobody's going to talk about it? And then I've never seen homophobic homosexuals. Let me say this to Castro. I'm uniquely me. And all of this feminine and masculine and all of this, it has nothing to do with you and I. All of that stuff you're trying to throw out is innuendos. We see your stuff, Castro. Snap, walking, alcoholism, eating pickles and drinking pickle juice. Now the man got you on camera having sex out in the open. And it's sad. And I hope in the future that you make better decisions. You won't make some really god awful decisions. Your first decision should have been, we should keep our relationship off of YouTube. But y'all want fame so bad. Y'all want to get them numbers up so bad that this is what y'all do. Thomas sitting over there angry, cussing. Y'all, the words you all speak to me, it doesn't affect me because I know how I'm living. I know how I'm living. And if you want to be a 34-year-old man still living in those conditions, still scrapping and surviving for food and waiting for checks and SNAP, and if you're good with that, knock yourself out. Is that what you strive? Is that what you strive to be? You want to be doing that at 45? I mean, if that's what you want, do it. Everybody's an F word and all of this. And the sad part about it, Castro, is what we're talking about is stuff that y'all put out. Long time ago, I said, Castro, you need to call the cops or you need to put a restraining order on the person. Now he's put one on you. That little attempt you made come on and be belligerent and all of that stuff. I let it go because I wanted people to see who you really were. Because I don't have any problem shutting it down. And I could have shut it down. But the only thing you did was prove why that man put hands on you. And no one should put hands on anybody. But see, I see through you. I see through that stupid stuff. I know you try to provoke people. And this is exactly what Tommy was saying. And this is why he whips your ass. But then, see, I look at Tommy with the side eye because he knows what you're doing and he still falls for the shit. And it's sad on his end because he's done it 2 or 3 times. And he's probably angry at himself for allowing you to even do that. But unfortunately, Tommy douses it down with fear and anger. Instead of being better, Tommy is bitter, where he needs to be better. And you bitter. I'm sure you want to be much farther than what you are now. I'm sure when you graduated high school, you wasn't going to say, oh, my claim to fame is being on Snap, living in my uncle's house, paying rent for a room, not having a car, making baskets and getting paid a little change. No one graduates high school with that expectation. No one. I'm sure you want it more for yourself, and you still probably do. And it's never too late. It's never too late. But the only person in life that hinders you is you. And the same with Tommy. Until he deals with his anger issues and really takes care of his mental health, he'll always be in that situation. Because how he talked to those people who employed him was deplorable, downright embarrassing. And y'all think y'all turn it. And that's the problem. People don't see you as a real relationship, something that they can build with. They see you as a booty call, something real quick. And I just think it's sad. And Lemon, you got what you wanted. All of this crazy stuff that you're doing, and now people are doing wellness checks on you, and your sidekick is getting harassed and getting ready to get somebody get ready to call and file charges on him. It's downright despicable. Hey, Itsy Bitsy, it's downright despicable. And this is what happens when you want to be the United Nations. And I'm not against people coming in. I'm really not. But old Beefsector is you had to prove and spend some time and get to know people. These people are about snatching channels, taking channels, causing chaos, exerting this pseudo power that they think they have. And that I will not be a part of. And I'm serious. It's not because I don't like Lemon. I just don't like what they do. And I move on. Now, Some people may say, Jay, we don't like Boo Boo Gate either. Well, you don't have to watch. But Boo Boo Gate was something that happened. We learned different aspects of Boo Boo Gate. And even though people may think, oh, I heard people talking about that too. I heard Ness was talking about it. Let me tell y'all something. I know what sells. I know people will go over there and look at that now. Suppose y'all don't have a knack for business. You don't have a knack. The things that people say that they are beyond, they will go catch. And your hoes mad because I can take something simple as fecal matter and turn it into because that shit was. I don't have to dox and call jobs and flag and do all of that shit to make my cash. I will find the most mundane and make it marvelous and make it profitable. See, you hoes are concerned about numbers. I'm concerned about consistent revenue. It's only 124 people in here, but that's all I need because I know at the end I will get over 1,000 and I will make my money. So while you hoes up there talking about, oh, they talking about Boo Boo Gate, baby, it's already a name. Boo Boo Gate. Yes, Lord. And unfortunately, Castro is upset about that. But if you share your shit, it will spread. And the shit is spread. My God, today. The new format is me doing what the hell I want. The new format is I don't need you to click my link or come on my page to make it pop. The new format is if I feel like cursing, I will. The new format is if I feel like fighting with you, I will, but I do not deal with disrespect on my platform. And I won't let you go. That's the new format. The new format is I don't go and look at junk that's not appealing or appeasing to me. The new format is if it's popping, and if I think it's newsworthy, we'll talk about it. This lemon situation is newsworthy because we just had someone who had an animal who actually spent some time in detainment because of it. And I'm going to talk about it. The new format is exactly that. Denise, is whatever we feel today. See, I don't have time to lie roast people. I don't have time to do that. I'm telling you, if you put it out, we'll talk about it. You may get a positive review. You may not. Hey, Room Shaker. Room Shaker, I am just, I'm just in awe of how these people have brought in all of these people. And the same people they have brought in are now turning on them, giving wellness checks, calling police to file police reports. I just think it's really, and see, this is why I'm saying limit good luck with that. Because this is a beef sector adjacent. This ain't a beef sector. Y'all live in that other neighborhood across the way. See, the Sitterly, Chesmar, Dan Ryan, David Weekley homes are over here. And across the street are the KB, Syntax, and the other home. Then real quick, put up homes where they don't finish out your garage. I don't even go to that neighborhood. I don't even go to that neighborhood. So for those, hey Vivian, who know anything about subdivisions, for the most part, there are two major home builders and they build homes. But if the subdivision is a large subdivision, other builders can join. And sometimes you get dubious and nefarious builders such as KB. And so what Lemon doing over there, honey, them KB homes right there, they don't even finish out your garage, baby. I don't go to that neighborhood. If I gotta walk the dog, I may walk through it, but that's it. It ain't the same. May have the same name, but different home builders. Hello, somebody. May have the same name, but the builders are totally different. So I don't do KB homes. Subdivision is the same name, but the builders are quite different. They're quite different. I'm gonna leave it right there. Catherine said Pastor Lemon should have known they were going to turn on him. Child, I don't care. But see, that's the thing. I don't even care. I don't even watch them enough to have any feelings about that. That's where I am. But you know, that's what these people do. And I don't think it's right for people to call folk jobs and all of that stuff and everything. But that's what they do. That's what they do. It's unfortunate, but that's what they do. I'm glad to see Vivian Jennings here. Vivian, we missed you. It's good to see you. Now, I'm going to say this to you all. Castro, you put it on. We're going to talk about it. Your little attempt to read, your little attempt to shake it up, it failed. If you were reading the comments, people saw it. And I let it go. Because I wanted people to see how you provoke people. I wanted people to see the real Castro. The one that I know. The passive aggressive. I come on and act like I am all innocent, but truth be told, I am very secretive, conniving, and I try to be calculating. But I'm not Tommy. I don't, like you said, I don't know, I don't want you, bitch. You said you was dreaming about me. Oh, Tommy was mad because that's all you could do is talk about me. But if you don't want me, that's fine because the feeling is mutual. I don't date men who are chronically unemployed. I don't date men who drink double juice and don't have no car and don't have no back teeth. We don't do those things. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I don't date men who couldn't entertain me at their home because they don't have. They're just renting a room. I don't sit in rooms. Yeah, yeah, we don't do that. So who I am with actually been on their job for 20 years and owns a home. Never been in eviction, owns a home, has two vehicles with insurance, never been on SNAP, and we do just well, just fine, just fine, just fine. Thank you, Dark Empress. And you know what? It is what it is. And I will continue to give that advice because that's how they really get paid. If they listen, they may get out some of these situations. Am I perfect? Oh, no. Have I not gone through challenges? Oh, but it's the choices and how I approach it. You can either be proactive or reactive. And I choose proactivity, not reactive. Hey, Dre, hey, I'm a little hoarse today. That's why the voice is like this today. Mm-hmm. Child, nobody don't want nobody who, see, again, this stuff is physical. And baby, you got to get past that physical. What are you working with in your mind? How do you think? How do you handle challenging situations? Hmm. All Castro could talk about was sex. Do you eat booty? I just sat there and I'm like, are you serious? We've seen you eat it. Mhm. We've heard about the little video, but even if I did, I'm not in a relationship with you. And just because you've been exposed to do those nefarious things, that's your issue, not mine. That's you and Tommy's. And now Tommy is spilling the tea and you spilling the tea. Because Mad Day has come for both of you all. And we're sitting here watching, and you're mad because we're talking about it. But it's out in the open, not because we went and doxed you. No, we didn't go to Arkansas looking for this. Arkansas came right to us, right at our feet. You and Tommy put this out there, not the Yags, not the gays and the isses and all, because y'all got names, right? But all of that is a cover up for your embarrassment and your anger, because nobody made you do any of this. All of this is your own situation. Nobody doxed you. Now they doxed Tommy. But again, when I told Tommy, hey, they're trying to dox you, you may want to cut this vlog. Oh, y'all blocked the old man. I blocked me. But see what happened? And now you're mad because we're talking about it. Not my problem. Not my problem. Hey, Erwin and Fire Darcina. Hey, Olivia. Did I see D Miss O? I know I saw D Miss O. I had a great time yesterday. I did. I did. Ooh, and it was fitting, honey. Oh, it was fitting too. It was fit. Dark Empress, I just sat there and listened. I'm like, this is a futile attempt to try to anger me, which is not working because I saw what was going on. I saw what was happening. And Castro is extremely upset. I know you're upset. Then he wanted to use the N word, and I'm like, Joe could, yeah, Castro, go get an education, better yourself. Instead of being trade, learn a trade. If you're not going to go to college, go and get some certification or training so you can better yourself. It's sad that people are looking at these two gay men, how they live, their living conditions, how they interact, how they drink. The alcoholism is just out of this world. They living on the edge, living on the fringes, living on bread. And they're upset because they think that other people think they're better than they are because they make better decisions. No, I'm not better than you. I may make better decisions and I may be proactive and not reactive, but you can change that. The only person in life that hinders you is you, not Jay Wilson. Because I don't live in Arkansas. I live right here in Texas. Mm-hmm. I didn't engage. It was ridiculous. I saw what it was. Let me see what y'all saying. Never gave up. Hey, Erwin. Hey, Nicole. How you doing? Baby, it's the Beefsector Whisper. It's the Beef Whisper. Mm-hmm. Mm. I'm reading y'all comments. Yeah, Tom doxed himself, but again, he's calling on everybody else. And then talking about something, had them people calling my daddy. And it's just the same thing, and it does not connect. I mean, you got to take accountability for that. You didn't even click off. You did that time. Y'all don't take accountability, and I keep on moving. I think he was drunk too. That's why I was asking, have you been drinking? It was very infantile. I mean, but again, I just sat there and listened. I'm like, okay. He wanted his get back because he's angry and he thinks that what he was doing was really um, moving the needle, and it wasn't. It just made him look stupid. Yeah, it just really made him look stupid, and I was very surprised, but um, because again, he's angry and he's upset. Castro is angry because again, you all, who told Castro to put how that boy has abused him and how he had to go to the hospital on camera? Did y'all tell Castro to do that, or did Castro do that? Castro did that. And what they get upset about is, well, Jay Wilson, you don't put your relationship on there now because it's not part of my script and it's not part of my show. And I'm not required to. Just because you do and look foolish, that doesn't mean I have to do it. And just because you jump off a bridge, I don't have to jump off after you. I'm seeing what you all have done. I know what it can do having your relationship on YouTube. And y'all don't listen. So you get mad at the old man because you really don't like his smart, sarcastic mouth. But you know what he's telling you is right, but you can't receive it because, you know. And then what y'all think too, let me give you all some very clear advice. If you do well, I speak of it. If you do shitty, I'm gonna talk about it. You don't get a pass over here because you click on the link and we talk nicely. I can, and we can do that. But Tommy, we've been telling you, you looking thirsty, you looking angry, you looking bitter. You say, I don't want that man. But do you not just use that man for content because you can't do nothing else? And that's what you're holding on. Now, people can say the same thing about Jay Wilson. But if you don't want me to have the content, then don't put it out. Guess what? If y'all don't give me the content, I have to make it. But you know what? I said, I'm going to be lazy like Beefsector adjacent. I'm just going to look in the neighborhood and talk about what's in the neighborhood. I don't need to be doing XYZ because, you know, when you try to get original content and talk about things, oh, y'all don't like that. No, no, no. We like Boo Boo Gate. And I'm sorry, Ness. I'm sorry, y'all, who thought that was crass and tacky. It is what it is, but it's sold. I'm not here to appease you all. I'm not here to get your approval. I'm here to make my money. Boo Boo Gate may have been crass, but Boo Boo Gate is not calling people job gates. It's not dropping people's phone numbers and address gates. It's not that. It's not that at all. Mm-mm. So I would rather talk about Boo Boo and laugh about it and be crass than deal with people's livelihood and safety. Because that seems like the going thing around the beef sector, at least in the KB home sector. And I don't operate like that. Oh, Olivia, we're gonna pray for you, baby. Keep on doing what you gotta do. So anyway, yeah, baby, Boo Boo Gate don't went on up, baby. I don't care about these people. And I really don't. And that's what I was doing saying with King Roman. You know, I'm like, man, you done did your accountability spill. Move on and let these people talk. These people ain't gonna let you live shit down. I won't either, because that's the B sector. They'll talk about it, but once you over it, let them talk about it. It don't matter to me. Let them talk about it, and you move on. Some things are not worth the fight. Some things are not just worth. You just do what you got to do. Rico gonna do what he needs to do. Um, you know, you can either be bitter or better, and I guess Rico want to be bitter. I hope he gets a job. I hope he keeps a job. I hope he has a job. That's my hope and prayer for him. I hope he takes care of his health. I hope he cleans his place up and clean himself up. That's not a read. It's not a drag. It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. Now, far as the lemon situation and all that stuff, child, it's so far removed from me. It's almost like that tsunami in Russia. Oh my God, it was bad, but I don't live in Russia. It was interesting to watch, but I don't live there. So, yeah, he does. He does. He does. And hopefully this is a wake up call. But hey, you can't tell people how to fight. All I know is I'm gonna do what I need to do over here. Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I'm sad that it happened and ooh, you know, and but I don't live there. So I really couldn't address it. The audio pulp thing, I don't live there either, but you know, good luck with that. I'm not Beefsec to KB Homes. I'm Beefsector Chesma Holmes. I'm Beefsector Dan Ryan Holmes. I'm Beefsector David Weekly Holmes. Perry Holmes. I don't know about nothing about them KBs and them Centaur homes. I don't know nothing about them Syntex homes. I don't. That ain't my neighborhood. They just share the same name, but we got different builders. I don't know nothing about that. That's how I feel. Good morning, Kimmy. Sometimes you just have to fight dirty. I don't even fight dirty no more because that means you got to get your hands dirty. And I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I got to go see Rick Reed. And I haven't seen Rick Reed. I usually get a notification, but yeah, the Rico thing and the KRN thing, and it boils down to, do you like KRN or do you like Rico? And people are going, toll brothers, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, yes ma'am, Kimmy. Um, I just think that KRN, if he has all of that stuff going on, then work on that. You're right. You should have ignored Rico. You should have. Now move on, because the anger stuff doesn't do good. And it's like, it is what it is. Rico got some stuff to work on too. I believe had Rico had a shirt on and some shoes and a clean apartment and did show the cops that video, he might have kept his dog. I believe that there was some factors that had nothing to do with that phone call that got that dog taken away. Nobody don't want to talk about that. But yeah. Now, a lot of people feel that King Roman's crew maybe had a lot to do with this. And it may be true. They may have. But how do we know? And how can we prove it? Because until we know and have solid concrete evidence, it's just speculation. It's just speculation. What I do know, according to King Roman, that he called and it was dismissed before Rico got detained. And what King Roman is saying is, I am not taking the receipt for items I didn't purchase. Rightfully so. I don't agree with everything King Roman did, but it is what it is. It takes two. You don't wield a knife talking about it's on and I'll take a bus to get to you. That's a direct threat. Could have got arrested on that. So, yeah. And again, y'all, going to that clinic, I'm like, why did you do that? And then they put their business out. Then they put their business out. And then they get mad when people talk about it. And I'm like, are you serious? Yeah, we mentioned the Queen 88 thing. We mentioned it. We mentioned it. I mentioned it very briefly because I don't live in that neighborhood. But you got what you wanted, but you lost what you had. And them same people you brought in will be those same people who turn on you. It is what it is. And I'm gonna sit and watch. I'm gonna sit and watch. I don't watch Lemon. I don't, but I'll keep tabs. It's very cringeworthy, very much so. And I'm to the point now where, baby, I look, I'm just gonna report it, and you may not like the reporting, but I'm gonna report it. People report on me all the time. So, like on Boo Boo Gay, ooh, I heard the girls were just mad, but I'm like, I don't care, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna collect my AdSense check, and I knew Boo Boo Gate was gonna sell. And then when Boo Boo Gate 2 happened, when Castro said it was me, but it wasn't my matter. It was somebody else's matter, not mine. See, that made a big difference right there. That made a big difference. It It was Boo Boo, but not Castro's Boo Boo. Somebody had boo booed on Castro, and he had to get the boo boo off because they had a tsunami of doo doo and they weren't quite clean. That water didn't turn clear. The water has to be clear. And somebody was wading in murky water. And honey, you never know what you're going to get in murky water. Oh my God. You can't see in murky water, but you got to let that water get clear. And that water wasn't quite clear. And this is why Castro had to do what he had to do. And that's why that towel looked like it. Oh, it was that towel told a story, but we needed that other piece. And we got that piece. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh, that thing got me in my spirit right there. Rico, we are. I'm sorry, Rico, but you have a good night. But it is what it is. But let me say this, Rico. I'm glad that you notice that you don't want to hear this and how you leave. I think that's good. That's how people should do it. If you don't like what you're hearing, then you need to go. And that's what I usually do. I don't even say I'm gone. I just click and leave. That's what I usually do. Personally. It was my towel. And then Tommy sent the towel. Let me tell y'all something now. Let me tell y'all something. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. I'm be a little messy now. I'm gonna be a little messy. Let me tell y'all, Tommy sent it right. And he said it was Castro, it's Castro, it's Castro. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I put that towel right on up. And Tommy was getting his whole life. Jim Wilson, I didn't know you were going to put that towel up like that. Oh, Jim Wilson. Yeah, right. And I told him to ball it up and everything and da 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 da. Mm-hmm. Ooh, Tommy was giddy until Castro found his voice and said his side of the story. And that's when we found out that somebody's constitution wasn't strong enough for that drilling that he got. And honey, them dams collapsed. And all of the flood waters came down. Oh, he didn't mention that. And so Boo Boo Gate took a turn because even though you were showing it, that was really your boo boo. It was just on Castro. It was your boo boo. It was just on Castro. And yes, Castro wiped that boo boo off on the towel. But it was your boo boo. And that's what you failed to. Oh, I feel like Jessica Fletcher. Damn it, I feel like Matt Lyon. I feel like Perry Mason, Jesus. Ooh, I feel like I'm in the court. That was your boo boo. That was your boo boo. And you tried to put it on Castro like he was wiping his ass. But it was your boo boo he was wiping off. The realty is why did the towel stay around, child? Tommy thought he was slick. Ooh, but when Castro, and see, Castro was trying to save you. He was trying to save you. But baby, you couldn't be saved. Oh, baby, I'm still gonna eat my breakfast oatmeal in a few minutes. All this stuff don't bother me. He tried to pin that on Castro. Child Tommy came in and told the whole story. Honey, that's when the shit really hit the fan. Literally. Anyway, y'all, look, I gotta go. But it was so good talking to y'all. I really enjoyed this time. I'm going to sit and watch what happens. Good luck with that, Lemon. I don't, yeah, audio. People calling and doing wellness checks. Yeah, yeah, good luck with that. But that separates the B sector right there. We don't do all of that foolishness. Yeah, y'all. Well, look, y'all have a good one. I'm sure somebody gonna do something stupid. So I'm here for it. Y'all have a good one. Peace and love. Bye.